In this guide, I'll walk you through setting up the Go Fast app properly, starting from the first run wizard, the key settings to check, and the overlay settings. A few minutes here and everything will just work, so let's get into it. When you first open Go Fast, you're taken through a quick configuration wizard that gets everything ready. It starts by checking the status of the games to make sure everything is closed on your system, then runs you through a couple of basic preferences. Next, select all the sims you actually race on, so Go Fast only sets up what you actually use and whether you want the auto installer to be enabled or not. Then it shows you the setup install path for each game, and this is where confirming that it's correct is very important because everything is based on it. So tap the little eye that shows you the exact location that should be used, so you can double check if it's pointing to the right folder, hit change on any that's wrong, and adjust everything you need. And if you play F1, there is a dedicated step to enable UDP telemetry. Go Fast walks you through the exact setting to turn on in the F1 game so your data connects properly. Follow it through, and once it's done, let me show you the rest of the settings. So in order to access the main settings of the app, you can click the gear icon up here on the top right. On the left, you've got everything split into app settings, your user profile, and updates. So let's go through the ones that matter for your setup. So first, the setups tab. This is a very important one because you already confirmed these paths in the wizard, but this is where you come back if anything ever breaks, in case you reinstall the game, or you move it to another drive, or a setup installation is failing. For each game, you'll see its setups, save location, path is right, you're good. If you ever see a warning text icon next to save location that's telling you the path needs fixing, it changed save location and point it to the right folder. Getting this right is what lets you set up install straight into the game, so it's worth knowing where it lives. Next, we got general. Set your units, magical or imperial, whichever you race in. You can Go Fast launch on startup, keep it running in the system tray when you close it, or turn notification on or off. There's also light performance mode, which could become important in case you want to reduce the background load on a lower spec system. Then in display, you can pick the screen the Go Fast app itself should be open on and hit identify in case you're not sure which screen is which. You can leave the auto resides on and the app adjusts itself for your specific resolution window, or in case you want to manually adjust it, you can put auto resides off. Then for the overlay display, we can set it separately later since it will have its own setting in its area. Now the race engineer settings, and this is where one to pay attention to. Right here you've got the auto upload to leaderboard. This decides whether your laps and session data get automatically sent to the Go Fast leaderboards when a session ends. And if you want to compare yourself against everyone else, you can turn it on. If you'd rather keep your data private, well, leave it off. Totally your call, but it's good to know it's here, so you're choosing on purpose. You've also got the auto end for LMU sessions, and if you play F1, the telemetry UDP port, which needs to match the port setting you have in the F1 game. The default in this case is 20777, but you can choose your own. And quickly, let's watch the setup auto installer. You can turn it on per game and choose which cars you wanted to cover, and Go Fast app will drop the right setup straight into your garage automatically. You can set it once and forget it, and it will do the job for you. And then under user, we got your profile. It's very simple. You can set your username and your avatar that will show up correctly on the leaderboard in our system. Then in the last part, we got the overlay settings. Head into the overlay section, and on the left you'll find its own settings. General, audio, and shortcuts. This control how your overlays behave separately from the app settings. You also spot browser, external devices here, that lets you run overlays on a second screen, on a phone, a tablet, which is brilliant if you want your dash off your main monitor. Worth knowing it exists. We'll keep it simple today and stick it to the main settings. In general, you can choose which screen your overlay show on, as we said before. This is the in-game one, so usually the monitor you race on, and hit identify to be sure it is that. You can then hide overlays automatically when you're not driving, tap the graph frame rate to ease the GPU load, turn on colorblind palettes, and override the transparency for every layer from one slider in one go. And in audio, you've got sound cues. A braking cue that beeps as your braking point approaches, and a radar cue that warns you when a car is in your blind spot. Pick your output device, choose a tone for each, set the volume, and use preview to test them. And then shortcuts, which comes in very handy because you can bind a key to show or hide all your overlays instantly. There is an edit mode shortcut to unlock every overlay for moving, resizing them on the fly, and if you are a VR user, you've got shortcuts to adjust and recenter your overlays right inside the headset. Map these to your wheel or keyboard however it suits you. You can then bind many more shortcuts, which allows for your complete customization. And here is the proof that all is working. You can just jump into a session, your overlays are live, your telemetry is flowing, and there in the garage your setups are already installed and waiting to be used. And once you're done with your session, you can go back to the Race Engineer, you can analyze your telemetry with all your laps, see where you're losing the most amount of time, and learn where you can go faster. And that's your app fully set up. Your wizard is done, paths are checked, leaderboard is set how you want it, and your overlays are dialed in. Everything's ready, so now you can just drive. And if you're not on Go Fast yet, you can download it directly from go-fast.gg, link is in the description. Start improving from today and go fast. Be on track.